Hello everybody, welcome back to Jack on a Journey. My name is Jack, and today we have got two league games. We've got a league game against Juventus and the second leg of the Europa League knockout stage round one, I don't know. It's a knockout stage against Rangers. We have lost a game, but it's the only game we did lose. It was the away leg against Rangers. We did get an away goal. We lost 2-1, so it's alright. Which episode did we do last? It was Atalanta, wasn't it, where we drew 0-0. You played the 4 games in that. So we played Parma in the Tim Cup quarter-final. So we've only played one league game since you were last with us. Tim Cup quarter-final against Parma. We won 4-0. An own goal, Macali, Ruben Neves and Scotter getting the goals in that game. We then beat Palermo 1-0 in the league. Al Hassan getting the goal in that game. We then beat Pisa Calcio, who I believe are a Serie B side. Fair play to them, getting into the semi-finals of this cup. But we beat them 3-0 at home in the first leg. Scotta and Gaudi are getting the goals in that game. Gaudi getting 2. And then we did lose, like I said, 2-1 to Rangers in the first knockout round of the Europa League. They deserve to win, Rangers. I'm glad we got the away goal because it makes our lives a bit easier going into the second leg later on in the episode. But today, like I said, we are playing against Juventus. It's a bit of a tough running, really. Don't really like that. I didn't know whether to play a rotated side for this game or like a full, just fully rotate. So I've gone the exact opposite. I've gone. What is my mouse doing? I've just kept the side. My mouse is playing up majorly. What is going on? You see this? You're seeing this? Right, I don't know what's going on. There we go. It seems to be working all right. Yeah, we're going pretty much the same squad, really. Everyone's playing quite well. No one's too tired. As long as we rest them before the Rangers game, it should be okay. So this is the team we're going to go with today. Donnarumma in goal. Actually, we sold. I don't think they left before last episode. Can I click on transfers, please? Jesus Christ. I don't know what's going on with the mouse today. I think the laser's a bit dirty. Right, I need to get a mouse mat. Right, a couple of players that we sold before drawing, in between. I think I told you both were going to go. I think both had bids on, but neither of them have gone yet. They've both gone though. So Eder Militao has gone to PSG for 54 million quid. He's a very good ball playing centre back, and he can play, but he's 31. If they're going to offer us 54 million pounds, I'm pretty sure it was all up front, or at least a chunk of it was all up front. I'm gonna take it because I want to build a young squad, because that's what I do, build a young squad. And Loretti has gone to Salzburg for 27.5 million pounds. Yeah, just wasn't too great. We had better right wingers, I thought. So we brought in a hell of a lot of money there. It's taken us out of the red, but we are still hemorrhaging money somehow. We are spending a lot on wages. But I don't think that will change, to be fair. But as long as if we can try and trim the squad down in the summer, get some good youngsters in, like we did at Ajax, kind of trim the wage bill down slightly, and then hopefully we don't hemorrhage money so fast. So finally, let's go into the game, shall we? We're going Donnarumma in goal, Consonni, Macali, Anderson Luiz and Sindela in the defence, Ruben Neves and Didi defensive mids, Valenta, Scotta, Sivicic and Gaudi. I'm going to keep on calling him Gaudi. Up front. I don't know where Juventus are in the league. They're below us, they're 10th, so clearly I assume they've sold Dybala. Obviously Ronaldo's long retired by now. Dybala's probably an old man by now. He might have even retired himself. So I assume they've lost all their good players. They got Dolberg up front. Jota. Is that the Jota from Wolves? No, it's a Jota from Benfica. There is a Jota at Wolves, though. I know who I'm talking about. So Mbabu's quite good. Milinkovic is quite good. So maybe their regens just haven't been as good, and they haven't managed to bring anyone in. I don't know. We'll have to see what we do here, because I would say this is probably our first big test in terms of big teams, anyway. And we need to see how we need to see how we do against the big boys, if you will. Obviously, if they're down in 10th, they might not be a big boy anymore. They might actually be a mid-table side, but you still want to win, don't you? It's away from home. Be happy with a draw, but you still want to win against these big boys. Valenta on the left wing, crosses it into Gaudi, who puts it away. The 13th goal of the season for him, and he's been a star ever since I've come in. And 2 minutes in, we are 1-0 up, which is just perfect. Just perfect. If we can take this form into the Europa League, I'm saying this like we've already won. If we can take this form into the second round of the Cup and win, of the Europa League, and win by a couple of goals, that'd be great. We're still with a chance of Champions League football. We're 7 points behind. We have got a game in hand, so we'll be 4 points behind. And I'm assuming we've got to play teams above us. I know we've got to play Roma, so it's only a point Roma ahead. So I guess you could say we're still in with a chance of winning the league, but I can't see us doing it. Our way into Europe next season, we have to secure that by hopefully winning the Cup. Dolberg fires over there. If we can win the Cup, obviously 3-0 up in the first leg, but I can't remember who's in the other tie. So it might be a Roma or an Atalanta. Might be a really good side in the other side of the other half of the Cup. So we'll have to wait and see. Valente's picked up a knock here. I don't know if we've got a Christian Pavon. You can come on, son. Do a job over there. Yeah, so I'm assuming we're not going to lose. Oh, we hit the bar. And we're not going to lose the second leg 4-0. But you never know. Weirder things have happened. So I'm assuming, I know it's hard to assume, you should never assume, but we're into the final of the Cup. And this is exactly what we did with Ajax, but this time we are playing much better than we did in our first season with Ajax. And we did win the Cup, and that set us off, winning that Cup at Ajax, and then we sailed on and won the league, and then before we left we had a fantastic season. Pavon's in. How have we not scored a second here? So hopefully we can do the same here, get a Cup early doors into our life in Italy, and then that will instantly get players on board. New players will see that we're winning silverware, so they'll want to get involved, and we can hopefully do some bits in the summer, because there's going to be a lot of movement in the summer, especially because of the high wages going on. Like Donnarumma, I'm not looking to sell him, but if someone comes in with a ridiculous offer, because I think he's on like 400 grand a week. Now, he is a world-class keeper. He's probably one of the best keepers in the world at this point. But 400 grand a week, that's pretty mental. That's pretty mental. Like I said, I'm not planning on selling him, but if someone comes in with like £100 million offer or more, I don't know how much he's valued at, but 54. If someone comes in like 120 mil, I probably would settle, to be fair, because we could probably get a keeper, a good keeper, like not quite world class like Donnarumma, but a good keeper, and then that will fill out the rest of the squad as well. So we are playing well, like I said, but I still think we need to, especially because the finances still hemorrhaging money, we still need to sort out the wage budget. And the only way you can sort out wage budget is to trim down the squad a little bit. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in the summer. Can we go 2-0 up? We can. Gaudi getting the second goal of the game, and his second of the game before we were going to make some substitutions. Juventus haven't really offered anything. I can see why they're down in 10th, because they haven't really... They're definitely not a... I haven't played this game for a while. Not this save, anyway. So I've forgotten. I've forgotten who our good players are, and where everyone plays. You are a centre back. That's good. I haven't played this save for a week. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I'm doing a Twitter save over there with Lottie in the German third division at the moment, and at time of recording we are top of the league in our second season, and I'm really enjoying that save at the moment because, you know, I don't want to play the same save constantly, because I don't know how that's gone in. I don't know how that's gone in with 3-0 up. I don't want to play the same save constantly, because you'll get bored of it easier. And that's how I think there's a lot of people on Twitter. Oh, it's hit off the guy. I think it just crept into the bottom corner. A lot of people on Twitter saying that, a lot of people in the community saying that they can't get into a save, they just can't get the motivation. And I think I've done quite well in myself in, having a couple of early saves with the likes of Dortmund in those 5-year challenges, 50-day challenges, whatever I call them, 30 days it changed constantly, I don't know. And then did the Journeyman. I've done quite well for myself because I'm still really enjoying this save, and I've never lost love for the save, so it's good. And adding another save onto that to play offline when I'm relaxing at home, not having to worry about, do I have to play this game? Can I record this game? Okay, I'm going to record this game, so that means I can't really record it tonight, if you get what I mean. So it's good to get another save on the go, and thankfully I've fallen into another save where I'm enjoying that one as well, and it's now I've got 2 saves on the go where I'm just enjoying, thoroughly enjoying both games, both saves. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win, and I'm not tiring myself out with one save, so it makes me lose love for the other save or something like that. I'm sure you all get what I mean before I'm rambling on, but this is the end of the game now. I realise I have talked naff all about this game. We have won 3-1, which is what we wanted. We deserved to win 3-1 as well, I say. Stats look quite similar there, but when we went 3-0 up, we were quite clear. It's obvious that we took our foot off the pedal a little bit. They've started to think, crap, we're 3-0 down. Let's actually start having some shots. So I think we deserve that. So I think it's top 3 get Champions League, 4th and 5th get Europa League. And at the moment, game in hand, 3 points behind Napoli in 5th. Should be sorted. I think we're going to be up there or thereabouts. But like I said earlier, win the cup to make sure we are in Europe. We've got Rangers next, don't we? We could always win the Europa League and get Champions League that way. We'll never know. Let's go to the Rangers game, and hopefully we can get a result there. I'll see you in a second. We have made a first transfer for next season. Giaska Arana from Athletic Bilbao on a free for next season. He's a cam, a very good cam at that. I forgot all about this guy, to be fair. I put in a bid, if you will, a contract his way during January. And I think it was during January, I can't remember. Just before I stopped playing for the last week. And I can see why. He's very good. We are paying him 160k a week, I think, which is a 15k pay rise for him. At the moment, we've got Scotter in there. He's playing quite well. It's on 78k, so we've got 2 very good cams in there at the moment. But he's young. Well, I say young, 25. He's not going to get young player. He's 6 caps for Spain, 2 goals. Fair enough. Fair enough. 18 technique, 16 vision, 14 passing. That could be better. 17 first touch, 16 finishing as well, and physicals are decent. 2. Came through the Bilbao youth setup where he's been playing very well. Like, to get over 7s for an AI, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. So he will be joining us. You can tell it's a fairly hefty amount. But end of contract, 160k, 25-year-old. He can still grow, I think. He's 3.5 stars, could grow to 4.5 stars. I did look at Diogo Alves, but I thought I didn't really want to take anyone from Ajax. While we're here, might as well just have a look at Ajax. They're first in the Eredivisie. I was looking at the Ajax squad and I was like, I don't really want to take anyone from them because they're already selling players. That Julio sold when we were moving. They've sold Santa Fe for £54 million, which is ridiculous. That is so cheap for a fantastic midfielder like him. They've mugged themselves off there. If anything, we bought him for 825k. It's a hefty profit, but you could have got more. I was rejecting £60 million offers. You could have got way more. Sorry about that. But yeah, he could have got more. like I said, I was rejecting 65 million pound offers for him. He was going to leave. Like I probably would have sold him in summer because he wasn't accepting a new contract. But he's gone to Leipzig. He would have been fantastic for our team, but I didn't really want to break up. I didn't really want to be the one to break up my own team, if that makes sense. So yeah, they're doing all right in the Eredivisie still, by the looks of it. Still top by 6 points. We left them on 10 points. I don't know how the schedule been. Inconsistent, to say the least. I can't remember where I left them. It was before we started. So yeah, only one win for the new manager, which isn't great. We could have got Diogo Alves, but yeah, let's not break up our own team. I've spoken enough. We got Arana. We had a look at Ajax while we were bloody checking out. Fine, we sold a centre attacking midfielder. All right, that's the motive of this story. I've signed someone. All right, I've signed someone. I think we're going to go with the same team. Valenti won't play because obviously he came off injured. Neves, so we're not going with the same team. I think that's where we're going with this. We're not going with the same team. Romanogli can be a defensive. He's a centre back, isn't he? / left back. He can pass the ball. You can play playmaker, mate. You can pass the ball. Everyone else is on mid-90s, something like that. So that's perfect. Yeah, going with the same team except for those two changes. Donnarumma in goal, Consoni, Makali, Luiz and Sindelau at the back. Romanogli and Ndidi in the midfield. Pavon, Scotta, Sivicic and Gaudi up front. You have selected 5. Oh, can you only have 7? Is that good? I don't know if any of these are strikers. We need a striker on the bench. Al Hassan, you can come on, my friend. If my mouse can let me do stuff. Give me a second to sort this bloody mouse out. There we go, I finally sorted it out. I don't know what's going on with it. Right, Wellington is a youth player, so he can come off. And then we'll submit the squad. I don't know if I'm worried about this game or not. Rangers did look quite good in the first leg. But I don't know if that was because we were just having an off day. But it does give us the opportunity to say, go get some revenge. Because that's what we want. But yeah, they did look quite good. But obviously we've got the away goal. So technically, we only need to win 1-0. But that's not how I like to do things. I like to smash teams. Like 3-0. Obviously, I think everyone would. But I don't want to scrape a 1-0 win. If we can... Obviously, first job, don't concede. Because, as I say that, as they're on the attack. Because obviously that counts as our away goal. And that means that we have to score 2 goals minimum to get into the extra time period. As Gaudi's got the ball, makes an excellent run. And this kid is incredible. Absolutely incredible. He is definitely going to be our star striker next season. He's just... What a player. Ever since I've come in, he's just scored goal after goal after goal. And at this moment of time, we are going through to the quarterfinals? Round of 16? I don't know. No idea. But all I know is Gaudi is going to be our starting striker next season, and no one can tell me otherwise. If I try and sign a striker, tell me off. No one's going to tell me otherwise. Starting player, and we are playing extremely well by the looks of it. So we're going to praise them. Bit of a risk to praise them at 1-0, but it's fine. Free kick now, and it's bouncing around in the box, and Gaudi, it's found its way to Gaudi, and he's put us 2-0 up. I have no idea what happened there. I'm going to have to watch the replay. Free kick played in, and it just bounced around everywhere. Keeper was saving it. It's cleared. I think it hit one of the Rangers defenders, hit one of our players, fell to Gaudi's feet. 2-0. Poacher's instinct is what you want. A poacher's instinct. And we are now 2-0 up. This is the performance I wanted. Just pure domination. Don't score. Because that will hurt. Do not score. Savic on the ball, has a shot, and it has gone over the bar. Celtic are in here as well. Celtic are playing Dortmund. And I think I saw they beat Dortmund 4-2 because Dortmund are 2-0 up. I'm pretty sure it said 4-4. Yeah, 4-4. It says on the side there. So Celtic, imagine a Celtic Rangers tie in Europe. That would be feisty to say the least. If Celtic could beat Dortmund, I wouldn't mind playing Celtic, if I'm honest, in the next round. If Celtic can just, get an away goal, beat Dortmund, that's fine. Because selfish like that, I don't want Rangers to play Celtic. I want to play Celtic. If you haven't watched the Beta Boys, my beta save on this channel, it got a lot of love. A lot of Celtic fans came over. I love you all. It made me, hat-trick for Gaudi. It made me fall in love with the club, just how well the series did, how well we did in the series, and all the love I got from the Celtic fans. There's a few dislikes in the first video. I think they're mainly Rangers, if not all Rangers fans. So, whatever, but Celtic have a place in my heart at the moment. And if this carries on, Milan will also have a place in my heart, because we are now 3-0 up. Celtic aren't going through. They're losing 4-0. Scotter makes it 4. Makes it 4-0. Looks like we're going to go through to the next round of the Europa League. This is the performance I was dreaming of. 4-0. Easy peasy. They don't look at all like the team in the first leg. Scotter, okay. I don't want to concede, because that does still open up, Rangers going through. Because if they score 3 goals, that means that they go for on away goals. So don't score, because it's a bit of an awkward time to score. Donnarumma makes the save. Can't believe that. Celtic are getting smashed. Other teams going through then. Celta Vigo look like they're going through. Bayern Munich are in here. That's going to be a toughie. So I think that was Sparta Prague and Chievo. Chievo, obviously an Italian club. We don't want to play Italian teams. We want to play all the foreign teams. Let's make some substitutions. We'll bring on Ruben. We won't take off Romanoglu as well. Everyone's just playing so well. We'll take off Gaudi because he's got a hat-trick. He might not like it, but and Bonham, I think he's a youth player. We'll bring him on. Actually, who's that? Scotter is a bit shattered, so we'll bring him off. Let's be sensible here and take off the players who are tired, because we don't need the good players on the pitch if they're shattered. 15 minutes to go. 4-0 up. Could be 4-1. He's offside, surely. He looked a mile offside. 4-1 now. Rangers need 2 more goals in these last 15 minutes. That's not what I meant to click on. In this last 15 minutes to go through, and that's made me a little bit worried at the moment. So 4-1, 5-3 on aggregate. 10 minutes to go. Rangers have got a free kick. Donnarumma makes a save. I've made all my substitutions. I can't go more defensive. I guess Romanoglu can drop back into that defensive midfield, into that defensive line even. But I was hoping I didn't have to do this. And at the moment, my bum's twitching, to say the least. Pavon, can we go on a counter attack now? We haven't got the threat of Gaudi at front. Maybe the substitutes might have screwed me over here. Ruben Neves, what can he do? Romanoglu, he's not going to have a shot. I don't think he can shoot. Konzani whips it in, gets cleared. Do we go a bit more defensive? I think we're not going to do much defensive. Let's just go cautious and hope in this last 4 minutes that they don't get 2 goals. Defensive, that should be that. A bit of a worry at the end there. I was thinking, if they score there, it's going to be tense. 4-1 on the night, 5-3 on aggregate. We've done what we needed to do. You've played very well. We've done what we needed to do. We won the match. We're into the next round of the Europa League. It's the second knockout round. I don't know if that's the round. Oh, Celtic got battered. Celtic got absolutely battered. Cardiff are in here as well. So we got teams in the next round. Monaco, Dortmund, Celta Vigo, Chievo, Bayern, Cardiff, Lazio, Man United. Us, obviously. Olympiacos, Sporting, Stade Rennais, Stuttgart, Villarreal, Zenit. There's a few big teams in there, which obviously we would want to avoid. Let's get to the draw, because I believe it's on the Friday. It was there, now it's not. Let's get to that draw, and hopefully we can get another winnable tie. Fingers crossed. Right, here we go then. Europa League, second knockout round draw. Avoid Bayern, avoid Dortmund, avoid Man United. Don't want to play any of those. Olympiacos versus Villarreal. Bayern Munich versus Lazio. An Italian team got them. I guess Cardiff. Man United's gone. I guess Cardiff would be a good team to have, like an English side in Europe. They've done quite well. Sporting. Okay. Sporting. Are they any good? I know they're obviously a good side at the moment. Andrea Silva. Not too many names I recognise there, but we are 2029, so I don't think we will. They did beat Lyon, but it was the first leg that they beat Lyon. They did lose 1-0 away from home. But in Liga NOS, they are top, so they are still a decent side. Where are Porto in all this? 4 points clear of Porto, so it'd be a toughie, but we could probably do it. We'd have to get there. That would probably be the next episode as well. Where are we? Do I show you the second leg? I don't think I will. What I think I'll do is I'll come back for Sporting second leg and Fiorentina, because we can still do stuff in the cup. Just assume that we're going to go through in the Tim Cup, because I am. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Good episode. A 3-1 win, a 4-1 win. Through into the next round of the Europa League. Gaudi, 5 goals in 2 games. What a player. If you did enjoy that, please leave a like on the video. It would mean a hell of a lot to me. Please subscribe if you're new. We're over 200 subscribers now, which obviously I did a lot of pre-recording. So I wasn't recording when I hit 200 subscribers. I think as of time of recording, we're like 204 now, which is blowing my mind. The recent growth on the channel has been spectacular. But yeah, subscribe if you are new. You shouldn't be new at this point, really. Well, it's episode 2, I guess. So yeah, probably will be new. Subscribe, and I shall see you again tomorrow, where we will play Sporting and Fiorentina. Thank you very much for watching.